Hello, folks. You are with me, Dr. Rajashekar. You are here to learn about research. Today, I'm going to give important tips about what are the expected writing style in a thesis or research paper. I'm not going to give a complete detail about the entire nitty-gritty and the overall perspective. What are expected, I'm going to give you. And first thing, you have to remember three C's. Three C. One is clarity. Whenever you write a research paper or a thesis, first thing they'll check whether your thesis or a paper clearly communicates whatever you wanted to communicate. So first thing they'll check clarity, right from beginning to the end. You have to make sure that it clearly communicates. Even a normal layman understands your research paper or thesis. Number one. Number two, coherence. Coherence means actually it is a part of clarity, but still let me tell you. Coherence, whether is there a proper coherence right from the beginning to the end? Because some of people, they'll write a paper, there won't be any proper flow from one section to the another section of the paper or in the one chapter to another chapter of the thesis. So make sure that you have to use a proper coherence. For that you have, if it is a paper, you need to use the transitional words, or we call it as cohesive devices. For example, the words like however, moreover, furthermore, in fact, for example, instance, and next, these kind of thing, it connects one idea to the another one so that the section flows properly. Similar type of cohesive devices you need to use the entire research paper or a thesis so that your thesis in a proper, what you call, clarity. Third thing, conciseness. See, I'm talking with 3C. One is clarity, coherence. Third thing, conciseness, means if you can deliver information in a very short, concise way, please do not stop. If you can convey information in a concise way, please never take a step to give in a very broad way, in a very detailed way. The brevity is the strength in your paper and thesis. And some of you may have a misconception that you need to write in a very detailed way. Please avoid it. Then if you come in the terms of sentences, please, you don't use too simple sentences. Don't use super duper complex sentences. I have seen people using super duper complex where it's very, very difficult to understand for a normal person. Probably your subject expert may understand, but when the paper is read by a normal person, how will he understand? So don't use super duper complex. You can use complex sentences, nothing wrong, but don't use super duper complex sentences. And next thing, length. What is the normal length of the sentence? A length of a sentence can be maximum to 10 to 12 words. But I have seen people writing sentences with 45 words, more than 30, 40, 50 words, and all. It will start in one line, it will go up to 5 lines. The best possible accepted length is maybe 2 line or 2.5 line. Any sentence goes more than 2.5 lines, it's absolutely not good for a research paper because it lacks clarity. It will not help the people to understand the message clearly. It will automatically lack clarity. So don't use more than 2.5 line sentence. Next come to the diction. Diction means vocabulary. Use sophisticated vocabulary where everybody understands. Here's the same thing. Always you need to use a moderate vocabulary. Don't use something which nobody understands. Don't use something very, very simple. So you have to be moderate. So make sure that it is a moderate amount of vocabulary so that it is neither easy nor difficult. That stand you need to take and you have to use effectively. But wherever sometimes your technical jargon, you can't do anything. But if you take a non-technical area, please try to avoid very, very simple things. See, at the end of the day, our main purpose of our research is to make the people to read. So that when you get more readership, you get a high impact for your research. So use this particular type of style. Then the third thing, even I have already talked in some of the other videos also, in the terms of grammar and tense is very important. You need to maintain a consistency in the tense. Consistency means if you are using present, make use of the present. Past. Accordingly, every section, whatever is required, and you have to use that particular tense consistently. Don't use one within a paragraph, one sentence in present, another past, present, past. Don't use Don't mix the sentence tenses. Then the next thing about the voice, you avoid using passive voice construction, use only active voice construction. And avoid using has been, have been construction. In general, it is used. The one more thing also, in the writing, avoid using I, we, and you, our, myself, these kind of personal pronouns, please avoid it. See, I have found this, we found this. Don't use this kind of thing. It is found from this research. In that way, use it, we call it as impersonal passive voice. Use impersonal passive, don't use I and we. At the end, always make sure that very, very important thing, punctuation. Its punctuations are equally important like grammar. So make sure that I have to use different punctuation effectively. Let me give you post you another separate video on how to use punctuation. Make sure that you are handling punctuation effectively. Avoid unnecessary punctuation. Use punctuation where it is necessary. That's important. If you follow all these patterns, your writing is 100% accepted. Your paper or a thesis will come out very well. Got it? If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that when I post my next video, you'll get immediate notification. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.